months later, here I am. So it's been quite a journey. I'm not gonna lie. The first week I started, I wanted to quit. I hadn't even told my husband I joined because he was out of town, and we're very much I trust you, you trust me type of situation. So I didn't feel like this decision of me signing up was going to affect our marriage or anything at all or go anywhere. But luckily it has, and here I am, just feeling super good about life. We're so incredibly blessed because of this company. I know we're not supposed to say that, so I'm sorry, so do not report me, but this is a huge blessing to my family. So, and I hope it is for you too. Hey Andrea, thank you guys for jumping on. You didn't tell your husband for months. I only told my husband because I said I want to quit, and he said, whoa, what do you want to quit, and what are you doing, and let's just take a step back. And I'm like, okay, fine, and here I am. So, okay, we were able to choose our own topics, and there are so many good things to talk about, and there are so many things that have already been amazing that all of the other ladies have talked about, but my topic is how to stay in the honeymoon phase of your business, because I feel like that is so essential for your growth. If you are excited and jazzed up and ready to get out of bed every single day and work your business, there is nothing stopping you. You are headed to Monarch, you're headed to Empress, you're headed to, what is even up there? Like Czar? I know they changed it, but Highness. You're headed to Highness, because if you're super excited and passionate about this, you will see results. It's you that's holding yourself back. No one else is holding you back. You can't say your customers are, you can't say your team is, it's you. It's all dependent on you, which is why I love this business, because I don't have to go to a job. I don't have to report to a boss. I don't have to say, hey, what do you need me to do today, and check off a list. I get to decide that. And that really makes or breaks a lot of women in this business, because they do depend on having a boss. They depend on having a to-do list. But some of us women, those entrepreneurial women, we like to, and men I should say, we like to just do what we want to do and kick butts at it, you know? Australia, awesome. Super cool. Okay, so what do I mean about honeymoon stage? So let me explain that. If you've been married or are married, or, you know what it's like to be in a relationship with someone where you have to compromise and get to know them and be civil with them in the same room. I've been married I got married when I was 19, which I don't know why I did that, but you know what? I'm super grateful that I did. Guys, I'm sorry. This internet situation is nuts. Lame. Okay, what I was saying is I've been married for 10 years, and I got married at 19, which I don't regret, but I would like to go ask 19-year-old Diana and say, what do you really think you are doing? Because this is a big decision to make. And back then, you know, my husband was 22 and I was 19, and we were so young, but we thought we knew everything about life, and we were just, it was a really crazy, stressful time of our lives. But I'm not that 19-year-old self. He's not that 22-year-old self. We've done a lot of this in our lives, a lot of growing together and a lot of growing apart. And for us, we've had to really work at it. We've really had to sit down and be like, what do we want out of this? How can we make this keep working? Because we've got 3 children. I'm not saying that we're, you know, we're frustrated or not in love or anything. I'm just saying, like, there have been times where we've really struggled because we just don't get along all the time. So we're both very stubborn. He has passionate goals and I have passionate goals, and sometimes they don't mix. So hopefully you can relate to that. If not, good job. Oh, that's cool, Sydney. So you have had a boyfriend. Oh wait, I'm 29 and haven't had a boyfriend in 12 years. Well, maybe you will, and you'll have to figure out how to manage that. So for me, I'm not saying that you need to go because remember if you've been married, remember on your honeymoon or when you were in the first year of your marriage, you were in love, you were passionate, you just couldn't keep your hands off each other, or at least that's how I was. I'm blushing now. But it was a very exciting time of life, and as kids grew into our marriage, you know, as we had children, life stressors and all those things that happen, I'm going to turn off the comments because I don't want to get distracted. We've definitely had to rekindle that feeling, why we're doing this, why we love each other, why we want to stay married. And I feel like that is super applicable to our businesses, because once we start, we get so excited. We don't even care who we're bugging. We just want to tell everybody, look at this product, it doesn't come off. Look how many colors we offer, it doesn't come off. Do you want to know what Cineplex Complex is? Because it's amazing. And I remember when I first started, I just hit the ground running. I didn't have any shame. I was kind of nervous, but I added all the women on my Facebook page page to my group, no shame. A lot of them were like, why are you adding me to this group and not asking my opinion? Back then I was like, sorry. And as I've gotten more into this company and been more confident in myself, sometimes I still become a little reclusive, and I get nervous because I'm afraid of what others think, which is a silly thing to think because you shouldn't care. But, you know, we're women, we're human beings, we do, or at least most of us do. So this is how I stay excited about this business, because if you stay excited and you stay motivated, your team will stay excited, your customers stay excited about the product, you keep their attention, they want to keep ordering from you, your team wants to keep building their business with you because you're setting the path and it's trickling down to them. Just like Joni. I mean, Joni is such a great role model for all of us, that we have so much to learn from her, and she shows up all the time for us. We need to be showing up all the time for our team, just like she is. So, you gotta be excited for your work. I'm not saying you gotta jump out of bed every morning and hit the ground running and get on your laptop and message 10 people about this business. I'm not saying that, but you have to stay consistent. You have to be posting your page every day. And I'm sure it's been said before, but Facebook is not the only way to sell this product. Get out there. I live in Utah. There are a lot of distributors here. There are a lot of people who know about it, but I can guarantee you my neighbor across the street has never tried LipSense, and it's my job to get her to try it, to fall in love with it, to show her the colors that look good on her. So there's just no excuse, because how many women out there have lips? How many times have we heard that at events, that there are millions of women out there who have lips or skin? You know, if they don't wear lipstick, there's other products that we offer to them as well. Another way for me to remind myself to stay excited is, why do I love it? If I'm getting frustrated with my sales, or if I'm just starting to be like, oh, why am I doing this? Like, this is really frustrating me, yada, yada, yada. I have to remember why I'm doing this. I would wear these products even if I didn't sell the products. I would still wear them because I love them so much. Luckily for us, we get to sell them. We get to make a profit out of it. And something to ask yourself when you're feeling that is, would you do this if you weren't getting paid for it? That's something you really have to decide. And is it worth the stress of dealing with the RMAs, or dealing with a customer who's wanted to try on 30 colors at your house and you don't have time for that, or your teammates who are, you know, using you all the time for answers and not doing it on their own? Because there's a lot of times where you can get really frustrated and want to quit, but you have to remember, like, or have to ask yourself, would you do this if you weren't getting paid for it? That passion that you have for this business is going to get you through those tough times. And like your honeymoon or like your marriage, that is the same way. Like, your love for another person is going to get you through some tough times. And so, yeah, that's just how I look at it. Another thing that you can get frustrated about is if, you know, a potential recruit signs up with another distributor. I'm sure most of us have experienced that, which can be really frustrating, especially if you've worked with that customer over time, they've purchased from you multiple times, and then all of a sudden they sign up with someone else. You're kind of like, wait, I thought you wanted to sign up with me, but you have no idea who else they're talking to. And when that happens, I've had a lot of girls on my team and express their frustration, which is very valid, and I feel like they should be able to express. But that shouldn't make or break you. That should keep propelling you to work harder to find more people out there, because that isn't your end. How many other women do you know that would be interested in this opportunity? And sometimes I'll be like thinking in my head, no one I know doesn't know what LipSense is, and blah, 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 and I'm just never going to sell anything again, blah, blah, blah. You know, you just feed yourself lies because we're our worst enemy. But I have to remind myself, why did I join this company? Why did I sign up? And I will tell you why. I first heard about LipSense 3 years ago, you guys. 3 years ago this month, which is crazy. And so many times I've gone back in my head, what if I joined then? What if I had just decided to sign up then? And the funny thing is the girl who told me about it, guys, I keep trying to move it so that maybe I could get like a stronger connection. So bear with me. I'm so sorry. So the girl who first told me about LipSense, she's a friend. Her mother-in-law sold it, and we went to Sephora to look for a lipstick that wouldn't come off. Crazy, right? Because I had not heard about LipSense yet, and I spent at least an hour trying on NARS and Urban Decay and just all of the products that are, you know, the competitive colors out there. And finally I settled on a lip stain that was from Sephora for $14, and it still came off, but That was the best I could find. And she goes, well, you know, my mother-in-law sells this lipstick that doesn't come off. Sorry, she didn't really talk like that, but, you know, it's really expensive, and she's kind of older, so like older people only wear it. So, you know, she was really talking it up big for me, not really, but she didn't have any benefits. She wasn't selling it, but she was just giving me, you know, what she knew about it. And of course, I was not jumping at that opportunity because she didn't really present it in a way that I would want to try it. So, anyways, obviously I didn't join then, but when I heard about it again with Jaylyn, that's what really made me decide it was for me. But I have to remind myself, like, I spent an hour in Sephora looking for the product that I sell. There are women out there who feel the same exact way. I need to find them. And that is my job, to present that opportunity to them. So don't get discouraged when you're thinking no one around you is interested. There's no one who's interested in this product. Yes, there are. There are so many people out there who are still looking for this. Anyways, I'll keep going on while I have a stronger connection. Okay, so another way for me to stay excited is the satisfaction in helping other women, not just my customers, because how gratifying is it when you know, someone purchases from you, they send you a selfie, and they have a genuine, happy smile on their face. Women now need to feel better about themselves. We are constantly told by the media to look a certain way, to act a certain way, to be a certain person, and that is all a bunch of crap. And I'll be honest with you guys, like, I've struggled so many times with my self-image, because I think that's just who we are as women, and it's sad. It really is sad. But the big thing for me, when I see my customers, you know, just show me their happiness with the way they look because of a lipstick. I mean, yeah, it's lipstick. Yeah, I can make a big deal, but it's more than that. It's about confidence, it's feeling good about yourself, and that's what keeps me coming back. I love when someone who's purchased from me sends me a selfie and just shows me like what they love about the color that they purchased, or the cosmetics that they purchased from me, or the way their skin is improving. That to me is what it's all about, because they feel good about themselves, and that makes me feel good about what I'm doing for them. But also the satisfaction in helping my team, my downlines, for them to be able to afford certain things because of this business. I love when I have a downline who's like, I went to a trade show or a vendor event and I sold X amount of dollars, and I just can't believe this. You know, we were able to pay for this and this and this. Like, that is what it's all about. I mean, how many other companies out there do women pay us this much money? Like, there's not a lot of opportunities for us women, I mean, without a college degree, to be making this amount of income, and that is so cool. So cool. Yeah. So when you're passionate and excited about something, it affects others. It affects your downline, it affects your team, it affects your upline, it affects your customers, it affects your family. So, you know, it's totally, I don't want to say, no, you can never be frustrated, and no, you should never complain, but you definitely have to remember why you're doing this, why you're frustrated, is it really worth it, and is it affecting your business long term? You know, like today, I wasn't feeling very well all night, and so I just was like, you know what, I'm not going to go to the gym, and I'm just going to stay in my pajamas because I don't care, and I'm just going to be a lazy butt all day. And I was. And I didn't get a lot done, and I didn't feel very good about myself because I didn't put in that effort for myself. I wasn't, I just decided from the moment that I started this day that it was going to be a crappy day. And that's exactly what happened. I mean, it wasn't like awful, but I didn't get anything done. I didn't further my business than I should have. And that's my own fault. Okay. How to stay excited. Demos. I wish I could like put that in bold across the screen, like demos. We hear it all the time. It's a very simple action, but yeah, sometimes it can be very complicated for some people to get done. But Leslie said to stay excited about this business is to be demoing the products, because what happens when you demo the products? People say, wow. And to me, that is so exciting. That to me keeps me wanting to work this business, because we sell a product that no one else has out there, but yet we get to be the one to bring it to people and to show them how cool it is. But yeah, demos. And I asked my team a few weeks ago, what keeps you working this business? And demos was one of the top things. A lot of the girls on my team said that they love the the reaction they get from their customers when they put on, you know, whatever product we're selling, and how their customer feels. Their customer feels like $1,000,000. That is so exciting. But we're not going to be able to get that reaction if we aren't going out there and finding those women and putting the makeup on them and showing them what we have. So we definitely have to be doing that every single week. Yes, every week. Another thing that gets me excited, and my team said this too, is when your downline or team member says, this is exactly what I've been looking for. And I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but how thrilling is it when you have, you know, one of your teammates say, I recruited someone and I'm so excited, or I ranked maiden and I'm super excited, because that excitement of my girls gets me excited, makes me want to work harder, makes me want to keep pushing hard for them, because they look up to me. They look up to me as like that strong person in their business to look up to, which sometimes I'm like, really? You really want to look up to me because I'm a hot mess? But it just so happened that they're on my team and I got to be there for them. And for me, that is so gratifying to know that I can be that for them. But yeah, I love when I have someone say that to me, you know, this is exactly what I've been looking for, or the income I'm making is, you know, helping us to make ends meet or pay off bills. And that's what it's about, is being able to better ourselves. Okay. And another thing that gets me excited is personal development. If you don't know who I am, I have an Instagram account called, or handle, it's at Libby Loves to Run. I started it in 2013. And I talk a lot about health and fitness and exercise and weight loss and just being a good person and all. And I don't talk a whole lot about the business on there, just because it's really for, you know, my personal development. And anyways, I am constantly finding ways to develop myself, and I do that every single day. I try to exercise every single day, and for me, exercise is therapy. It is a way for me to talk to myself, to communicate with myself, to clear my mind, to to just get to those goals. And it's not just about, you know, looking a certain way. It's about feeling good about myself and feeling like I'm working towards my goals. Because if I'm not developing myself personally, how am I going to be able to help anyone else in my life? I got to fix myself first before I help anyone else. But while I exercise or whatever, you know, how I develop myself is I listen to a lot of podcasts. That's my favorite thing to do, is podcasts. I listen to The Minimalists. I listen to Tony Robbins, who's amazing. I listen to Gretchen Rubin, just a ton of things. And I try to always take something from my workout and relate it to my team that day so that I can, you know, relay that message to them. But if you're not developing yourself personally, start now. And it doesn't have to be, you know, a full hour. It can just be 10, 15 minutes. YouTube has millions and millions of videos. But I promise you, you will see a change. Because if you're centering yourself around that positive mentality, you're going to get crap done. Because you're going to start thinking differently. You're going to start prioritizing things differently. Instead of, oh, what's the point? I'm just going to not, you know, try today because X, Y, and Z. You're right. You're not going to get anything done, because what did Henry Ford say? If you think you can or you can't, you're right. I could totally butcher that quote, but you get what I'm saying. And that is so true. So much of what we think we're capable of is exactly what we're capable of. We hold ourselves back so many times. For instance, if tomorrow my goal was to recruit a person, or recruit a downline, I just sound like, or recruit a person, you over there, sorry, I would get it done, because I would make it my mission for that entire day. I would go out and just go to the mall, or go and call my friends up and say, hey, you should come over to my house and try on some products. I would find a way to make it happen. I mean, in a fantasy world, well, in a world where I didn't have a lot of responsibilities, I'd probably get that done. But that is definitely, it's a priority of mine, of course, but obviously I can't just like stop what I'm doing and go to the mall for 20 hours a day or the whole day. But you know what I mean? But if I really wanted to get it done, I could. And I lost 100 pounds several years ago and haven't quite lost it all back yet. But my mentality when I was losing it was, that was my job. I wanted to lose that weight. Nothing can get in my way. Not any cheesecake or cookies or ice cream. That just wasn't an option for me. I wasn't tempted by any of it, because I wanted to lose weight so freaking bad that I made it happen. And no one the thing about losing weight is no one could do it for me, only myself. And so that's how this business is no one can create a downline for you. No one can sell these products really for you. Well, you know, your husband could or your friends could, but like you are the one that has to make it happen. No one can get in your way. And honestly, that is super comforting to me because I don't want to rely on anyone. I want to be the one to make it happen. I want to be the one to put all the effort in because you know yourself the best and no one else can do it as good as you can. So those are my tips. Let's see. What gets you guys excited about this business? I would love to hear what you guys have to say because I want to talk about it. I want to hear what keeps you in this business. I want to know why you stay in it. Because some days it sucks. I'm not going to lie. Some days you're just frustrated. I mean, if you see a downline or a customer of yours, you know, sign up on another team, you're frustrated. I mean, of course you're happy for them because you're excited that they joined, but it's a little bit of a sting at first, or your sales slow down and you're frustrated and you're like, why am I doing this? I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. The next day always brings something new. And if you quit today, you won't even know what opportunity will bring to you tomorrow. And that's the beauty of this is there's so many awesome things coming your way. You just don't know what's happening yet. So the products are amazing. Yeah, Sheila, amazing. You're so right. Exactly. I said it before, but even if I didn't sell any of these products, I would still use them because I love them that much, and that's why I stay around. The potential, awesome, Stacy. And the cool thing about this is I have been to so many Senegence events. I've met so many women who have been doing this for 5, 10, 15 plus years, and none of them are the same type of woman. There are women in their 60s. There are women in like 18 years old who are doing this. We're also very different. Some of us are single moms. Some of us are going to school full time, and that's just so cool that all of us can have this same common ground. New products, people's excitement, and the relationship built. Yes, Jessica, awesome. Personal growth, team growth, having a career that's fun. Yes. Isn't it fun, Whitney? I mean, we get to play with makeup. I mean, there's a lot more to it than just makeup, but we get to empower women. We get to show women like what is possible. And that is so cool because Renee Stewart said at Leaders, women aren't my enemy, they're my empowerment. And that gave me goosebumps because a lot of women were competitive with one another, and we want to be the best, but at the end of the day, we should all be applauding each other, standing ovations for one another, because it is sometimes super hard to be a woman in this time and era of age. I mean, not like I've known what it's like to be a woman in the 1900s or 1800s, but from my experience, sometimes it's just really frustrating to deal with all the things that are thrown at us and all the responsibilities that we have. So, Jessie, you said, how do you keep your motivation when going, how do you keep your motivation going when you feel like you are in a rut? Like I said, I just have to remind myself, why am I doing this? And honestly, it's because I love the products and I've made so many amazing friends. Like if Senegence quit with me tomorrow, I would have no friends. And I'd be really lonely and sad. And I think a lot of us can say we've made a lot of friends in this business that's kept us going. A lot of really meaningful relationships, you know, not surface level, real women who really care about one another. And that is so cool. And that's why you got to go to these events, because you see that in real life. And it goes all the way to the top of Joni. She cares about us. She loves us. She calls us her lovelies. I mean, I think that's so cool that she might not know us by name. There's so many of us, but she really cares about us. This business is her baby, and we are bringing it to the masses. So she loves us, and I love that. Yes, Patty, awesome. And Patty, if you haven't watched her video, which I'm sure you'll have, gives me goosebumps. I probably should watch it every day of my life, because then I will be able to get out of bed each day, because it speaks to my soul. She is amazing. I am going on a lips trip. Yes, Costa Rica. Woo! I can't wait. I'll be on the 3rd week if you guys are going. So, you love having an outlet and being able to learn new things even from home. Awesome. Exactly, Erica. I feel the same way. I have 3 little kids. Being able to be here with them while they're just developing is so invaluable to me, and I'm able to do all this. I mean, right now we're building our dream home because of this business. And sometimes I just have to pinch myself and be like, I get to stay home, change diapers, and go to all the Christmas parties with my kids, build our dream home, and get to talk to all these amazing, incredible women. Like, I was talking to my husband today on the way home from Costco. Such a glamorous life I have. But I was like, what? I feel like something bad is going to happen, because we have it so good. And honestly, so much of the amazing things in our life is because of this business, not just financially, but because of the relationships, of the self-confidence I have. I have learned so much about myself because of this business, and I get to learn from so many of you guys. That is so, I couldn't get that anywhere else. You love my earrings? Thanks. They're from Bubble Bar. You know, I find whenever I find Senna Blue, I have to buy it because you just know you're going to need it, right? Oh, Christine, I'm not going to block you. I promise. Christine, that was today. I didn't do anything today. I had like a stomach bug like all night, and I woke up at like 4 in the morning because, like, you know, I had to go to the bathroom, and I just decided, you know what, I'm not going to do anything today because I just can't do it. I just want to take a break. But I regret that decision because I stayed in my pajamas all day. I took a nap, which is actually kind of nice to do, but I didn't get anything done. I didn't progress my business. I didn't progress myself. I didn't even have any personal development. And you know, yeah, we do need to take breaks and take those personal days, but there's a point of being lazy and actually, you know, taking time for yourself. And I was lazy. And I probably do it, you know, every couple weeks. But I remind myself that, like, why did I do that? I wasted an entire day where I could have gotten so much done. Let's see. Exactly, Deanna. I feel the same way. I love how it makes women feel, and that one day can be so different from the next. Yep. You know what I love is when you are, you know, continually posting out the products and showing how amazing they are and doing all the live videos, and you're like, okay, where are they? And then someone randomly messages you and says, I'm ready to join. I want to sign up, or I'd love to order from you. That to me is super exciting, super thrilling. And maybe some of you say, well, I'm just a maiden, or I'm just a this, or I'm just a that. You're not just in anything. I shared this with my team last week. My husband works for a really pretty you know the company. I don't know if he wants me to tell you guys, but he works for a company that most people know of. Well, everybody knows who they are. And he was telling me their budget and how much they try to sell each month or each year, and or how much their profit is. And it was like $500,000 a year, which is a lot of money. But I was just saying, like, my team has done $7 million in sales this year so far, and the year's not even over yet. And I just thought, whenever I hear a girl say, oh, I just have 100,000 in GSV, or I just have this in GSV, I have to remind myself, do you realize there are international companies who have nothing near that, but yet you are producing that at home? Like, that is cool. And, you know, we were talking about this, and he's like, that is amazing. You need to share that with your team. If you're a maiden or above, you're in the top 7.5% of the company. Like, goosebumps, hello. That is so cool. There is so much room for growth, and we're not even in every country in the world. So for someone to quit right now, you need to rethink that, because what's going to happen next year when we open it up in a new country? Because that's what they told us at Leaders. Don't you want to be a here for that? Because you just don't even know what can happen. So, Nicole, that is awesome. $500,000 since January 1st. That is amazing. That is so amazing. And so the company he works for is a very popular search engine. I don't know. I just don't want him to get, like, weird. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Lisa. You guys are so sweet. Okay. That is all I have prepared for you guys, but I just want to say, like, we have so much to be excited about, and if you are in a slump and you're just feeling like, why am I still doing this? Then you have to remind yourself why you're doing this. With me, when I was trying to lose weight several years ago, and I still am, I mean, I always will. It's just a habit of mine. I'm a sugarholic. I love food. I had to remind myself, why am I doing this? It's because I want to feel better about myself. I want to look in the mirror and feel good about myself. I want to be proud of who I am, not just to do this for anyone else, but myself. And that is exactly how I feel about this business. Is if I'm frustrated or stressed out and I just want to quit, I have to remind myself, I'm not doing this for anyone else, because I want to have something that I can give to my daughter, that I can give to my family. I mean, my dad was diagnosed with cancer this previous year, and he's okay, which is good. But we were all freaked out at first, and cancer is super expensive, you guys. But when we found out, it was so comforting to know that I had this business to be able to help him with whatever he needed to afford it. And I know you Canadian ladies, you have the universal health care. My husband's from Canada, so I know a lot about it. Sorry. But here down in the States, we have to deal with insurance, which I know you guys do too, a little bit. But sorry, I'm getting all controversial now. I just don't want to, like, exempt anyone out. But yeah, that's what it's about, is being able to help my family and show them that, like, you know, if I could help him in any way to keep him alive, which we were able to do. You know, he's okay now. He was able to get recovered. But that is what it's such a blessing to me. And anyways, tell us you look tonight, please. Love so much. Wait, tell us you look tonight? Sorry, wait, I think you missed a word. Senegence, the makeup and the business helps me feel so much better about myself, even when I've put on weight or if other things aren't perfect. Always glad it helps you too. Thanks, Tiffany. I agree. I think us women, we all get each other. We're all struggling with something. Even if you see someone who's just drop dead gorgeous, you know, she's got something she's struggling with too. And if you really think about that, there's no competition between any of us. We're all in this together. And yeah, there's going to be mean girls, and there's going to be some girls who you just don't jive with, but most of us have good intentions and have good heart, and I hope you realize that the Senna sisterhood is real. It is a real thing. I've seen it. At first I thought, that's weird, like, what are we, at church? But no, it's real, because we all have this common goal, and it's just super exciting when you see someone else on another team that has no relationship to you excel. That to me is exciting too, just as much as it's exciting to see my own team do well. So, oh, my products. Oh, I'm wearing all Senegence. Well, except for the eyelashes. I'm using the Red Aspen eyelashes. I don't sell it. I just want to make sure we get that out there. I know it's another MLM. I just bought it from a girl. And these are Bobble Bar. My lips are, it looks like Kiss for a Cause, but it's not. It is Party Pink and Purple Rain. So I wanted to balance the bright pink and the blue together. So, and this shirt's from, look at the bell sleeves, from Nordstrom. Sorry, I'm getting off track. Yay, Megan, your new distributor. Awesome. It's super exciting that you're on this video and taking the time out for yourself to work your business, even in the beginning. I remember when I first started and I thought, what on earth am I doing and what did I get myself into? But it is very thrilling now. So, women empowering, yes. Yes, exactly, Kion. Some men too. Yay. All right. Thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful night. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Hopefully I get to see you. And if we are on the same trip together or we're at a training together, I would love to meet all of you, because you guys are just awesome. And it's so fun to see you guys just be excited about this business, because your excitement gets me excited. So thank you and have a wonderful night.